Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the Fumble. For more on all your favorite athletes, click subscribe and join the notification squad for updates on all the latest. I'm your host, Britt Johnson. Athletes and fans share a special bond. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Today we are going to showcase the bad baby. It's the top 5 times athletes got into a verbal or physical fight with a fan. Number 5, this one is probably more of a mild one, but definitely still worth putting on the list. It's basically going to be a compilation of sometimes Russell Westbrook got into it with a fan, which happens more often than you think. This first one is when Russell Westbrook was fined $25,000 for cussing out a fan during the Thunder vs. Mavs game.
Hello? Trevor, I'm not even talking to you, bro. Just sit there with your wife and shut the fuck up.
And the next one is when he was seen arguing with a Clippers fan after he injured his hand. The fan that flipped off Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook finally turned a new leaf and said, no, sir, I am not going to get fined yet again. The fan was kicked out of the game, and Russ won the MVP award at the end of the season. Way to keep your cool, Westbrook. Number 4, Kaylin Houston, a college football player, was known to be a mild-mannered young man until he wasn't. After a game, he was leaving the field when he just runs up to a fan and punches the guy right in the face. Check this out. Got knocked the heck out. Houston broke the guy's nose. I guess he won't ever walk onto the field again when the players are exiting. Number 3, a Los Angeles Dodgers catcher by the name of Chad Kreuter said that during a game at Wrigley Field, a fan yanked his hat off, socked him in the back of the head, and then threw his hat, which sent the catcher and the bullpen into the stands to jack this guy up. A huge fight broke out between the Cubs fans and the Dodgers players. Oh, and at the end of all of it, the fan ended up receiving a $475,000 check, and he was allegedly the one that started it all in the first place. Number 2, we had to throw hockey in there because, of course, hockey always fights. The Boston Bruins got into a huge fight with fans at Madison Square Garden. I'm talking jumping over the wall, into the stands, crazy fight. Check this out. Hockey fights are pretty epic anyway, but against fans, that's even crazier. All right, it is time for our number 1. I mean, this list would not be complete without a Ron Artest fight, right? Well, back in the day, the Pistons and the Pacers got into a fight during the game. The fans ended up getting involved because one fan threw a beer onto Ron Artest during the player scuffle, and well, Ron did not like that very much. He went into the crowd and attacked who he thought was the fan that threw the beer. Check this out. So yeah, the sad part here is that wasn't even the fan that actually threw the beer. Like, poor guy. After that incident, Ron ended up changing his name to Meta World Peace, and he seems much happier, I think, nowadays. So that is going to do it for our top 5 this week. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Fumble, and shop the Fumble store before you go. I'm Britt Johnson, and I will see you guys next time.